Oh, do I have a good video for you guys today. You're going to love it. Sovereign citizen who doesn't call himself that, refuses to, gets roasted by these two officers. And everything gets proven wrong. It's hilarious. And I know you're going to love it. But don't take my word for it. Here you go.
Hey, shut the door. Come back here. Come back here.
What's going on?
Hey, pulled you over. Take your hands out of your pockets.
Okay.
Pulled you over today.
Okay.
Because you have a suspended driver's license. I ran your tags.
Okay.
And I found that the registered owner was
Y'all think you do
driver's license and registered owner.
You say what?
Take your hands out of your pockets,
Okay.
please.
Okay. No.
I ran your tags.
Okay. I understand that. But don't put your hands on me.
Don't reach your hand. Okay. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Just settle down. Yeah, we're allowed to. Why?
No, you're not.
I law for 10 years. You want me to explain your
I know that you cannot do that.
You want me to explain to you why
you cannot do that, sir. Why do you need my keys? Why do you need my keys?
You're about to catch a criminal charge. Why? Because you're detained for traffic offense and you're not allowed to leave. You're under arrest for driving on a suspended driver's license.
That's not a criminal offense.
It's a traffic offense.
It's a traffic offense, not a criminal offense.
You're getting arrested, so it is a criminal offense. Where did you study law again? Oh, that's right. The internet. I don't think the internet is a credible law school. Sorry.
I don't know if that's a misdemeanor instead of Arkansas State about
No, that's not a misdemeanor.
Okay. So just lean against this. Do it. We don't have to
That's
come.
not a misdemeanor. Okay. Well, quit. Tighten it up. I'm not tightening it up.
Okay, you're about to find your way into set of handcuffs, okay? Just settle down.
Okay.
Just settle down.
Okay, am I being detained? Yes.
You're under arrest.
What's your RAS?
What is RAS?
Reasonable suspicion of driving on a suspended license, Charles.
That's illegal. You can't do that.
That's not illegal. Yes, it is. Because you have to be the traffic offense before you get up to the traffic stop.
Okay, don't argue with silly stuff. I'm not going to argue with silly stuff.
See you there.
Okay. Mr. Terry. Mr. Terry.
Yes. So what? Okay. So y'all are arresting me for suspended driver license that I don't have.
Yes, of course they are arresting you for that. It's illegal. Oh, what do you think? They just, we'll suspend your license, but just go on life as normal. Drive your car anywhere you want. It wouldn't mean anything. There's a reason that it's called suspended. And you decided to drive anyway, so guess what? You broke the law, so you're now going to jail.
Come here. Come here. Walk right over here. Okay. So that's you.
1649.
Okay, you got behind my car.
Suspended.
Okay, I'm suspended. I didn't. Okay, you're saying I'm suspended.
Yeah, your driver's
but I
license
haven't did anything criminal.
So I ran your license plate.
But that's not criminal.
I ran your license. It's a misdemeanor in the state of Arkansas.
It's not criminal, man.
Okay, well, I'm not going to argue this.
I studied law for 10 years. That's not criminal.
I've been doing this for 20 years. Now you just meet me because I'm a constitutional law scholar and I understand the basis, the fundamental of law.
Oh, Chili, how I wish that was true for you, but of course it's not. It's a joke. Those lawyers called him that as a joke, but of course he believes it. So now we have another one. You know, you guys really have to stop using the internet as a law book. It's not real. It's not true. If you want to go to study law, go to school. A real school, not the internet.
All right. Well, right now you're under arrest for driving off suspended driver's license, and I'm not going to have this silly argument anymore. Okay?
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what is all this about.
Well, I've told you 15 times.
Okay, can I call my wife?
No, you cannot. I'm gonna put this right on my seat. Okay. Is there anything in your car that can get you in trouble? Any weapons? No, I'm towing your vehicle per departmental policy. No, you can't. Go back over there, please.
He's got to drive my car. He said he's going to drive my car back.
He cannot.
Why not?
Because per department policy, I have to tow your vehicle.
Why? I mean, y'all just towing my car.
Enter 605. Start me another unit over here, please. Yeah, I'll get you a supervisor.
Can I get a supervisor? I don't want to talk to a supervisor because I don't understand this.
Because of course you want a supervisor. What do you honestly think the supervisor's going to do? Oh, okay. We'll let this dude drive your car home and you don't have to go to jail. Just keep doing what you're doing. No, it doesn't work like that. The supervisor is going to follow the law just like the officers are.
6416 Colonel Glenn, the coin laundromat. Your presence is being requested, sir.
That doesn't make any sense. Y'all just jump behind my car. Y'all jump behind my car.
So you have no reasonable expectation of privacy.
Run my car for no reason. Y'all had no. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't speeding. You know what? That tag is just for your court to us. Throw me in handcuffs.
We've explained it to you about 15 times, Charles. Okay. Continue to. So right now, per departmental policy, I'm just going to inventory search your vehicle and tow your car. He's not a felon. I don't know why he's tripping about that. He's a felon? Do y'all know him by chance? Okay. So I ran his license plate, which you have no reasonable expectation of privacy of your license plate. We don't have to have a reason to run your license plate. We found that the registered owner of this vehicle has a suspended driver's license. We saw him in the car, pulled him over, and he jumped out immediately and started arguing with us, talking about how he studied law, which, cool, I hope he did. That's great. But it's an unclassified misdemeanor in the state of Arkansas to drive on a suspended driver's license. That's why he was put in handcuffs. He was tensing up. So to avoid a fight, we went ahead and put him in handcuffs because that's where that was going.
Told him he was being arrested.
Yes, for driving on suspended driver's license.
You're arresting him for
Yes. And then, so per my departmental policy,
freedom his rights though when you arrest him.
I love it. There must be something in the water because she starts off with the same shit and he's just like, okay, and walks away. I love it. And I kind of hope he is a felon.
Schindler. Okay.
You guys. It doesn't matter. I paid them to do their job. I'm a taxpayer.
And we just got a gun from a convicted felon.
Okay.
Okay. She's telling me he's under arrest. She's telling me he's under arrest for having a gun. Oh, I mentioned the gun. Hey, Mr. Terry. Yeah. Don't kick your feet out. I'm not. Hey, my supervisor's on the way.
Yeah, but y'all pulled me up for no reason.
Pulled you over because you're driving on suspended
Y'all
license.
pulled me up for that's no reason. You can't do that, man.
Okay, well, right now you're under arrest for possession of a firearm by certain persons because you're a convicted felon. There's a gun underneath your seat, and you're the only person in the car.
Okay, well, I'm not worried about that because that gun's registered to my wife, so I'm not worried about it.
Guns aren't registered in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. You're incorrect.
That's her gun.
Well, cool.
Belongs to
Hey,
her.
so let's just quit this back and forth, and let's just take it in court.
I'm not worried about it, man.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
You seem pretty worried about it.
Yeah.
Officers are awesome. Every time he said, oh, you can't do that, they have it. Oh, yes, we can. Or that's not right. Oh, yes, it is. Everything he has said to them has been completely wrong. Like, not even close wrong. Oh, at guns registered to my wife. We don't register guns here to people. It's awesome. It's just awesome.
The guy in custody. So we stopped, we ran his tags, found the registered owner of the vehicle and a suspended driver's license. Conducted a stop on that VC. As we're pulling in, we see his tag, and he immediately jumps out and locks the door. He's putting his hands in his pockets. I tell him once, okay, take your hands out of your pockets. He does it again. Brandon grabs his arm, and we're going back and forth about how he's not under arrest and studied law for 10. He's being super ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Acting like he has something in the car. Going back and forth how he studied law for 10 years. Tell me that driving on suspended is not a misdemeanor. It is. He keeps tensing up. We go ahead and cuff him. Tell him he's under arrest for driving on suspended driver's license. I then tell him I'm going to tow his vehicle per department policy. Tell him that per department policy and Supreme Court case law, I'm going to conduct a inventory search of the car. I didn't say Supreme Court case law to him, but both you and I know it. So I'm going to conduct an inventory search. Look inside. Look underneath the seat where valuable things such as firearms are usually kept. So we're doing an inventory search and there's a gun, and he is a convicted felon. So he is under arrest for possession of firearms by certain persons. So he is in the backseat of the car. He has not been thoroughly searched yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey, Brandon, let's go ahead and get a real search on this.
Now that the supervisor has heard the real story, let's see how far off this guy's story is from that.
Guy.
You the sergeant? Yes, sir. Okay. What's your name, sir? I'm Charles Hunt. Charles Hunt? H-U-N-T? Hunt. Okay. Your officers, I know you see farther than them because we're going to the Supreme Court. I hope you know that. I told them I'm studying law for 10 years. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. There's no way these guys could have known that was me in the car. Okay. They had no RS. Okay.
Go ahead and take a seat.
Reasonable articulate suspicion. They had none because they didn't know who was in the car. My wife could have been in the car. For all they knew. So that's why I'm taking y'all to the Supreme Court. Okay. And I'm going to get $1 million for every day I sit in jail.
Okay, well, you just gained another charge. Attempt to influence. You just gained another charge. Attempt to influence law enforcement.
No, I'm not.
Congratulations.
Oh, that was awesome. I've never even really heard of anybody using that charge on a traffic stop before. That's awesome.
Kansas versus Glover is the United States Supreme Court case that clarifies that a vehicle return. Say it again, sir. No, it has not. No, it has.
No, it is not.
Okay. So what?
Well, we're not going to the U.S. Supreme Court because they're not going to rehear the case they just judged on in 2020.
So, Mr. Glover,
I'll get a free flight out of it. I'll see you there.
Mr. Glover, are you aware which Supreme Court case says I'm allowed to conduct an inventory search of your vehicle? Because I'm pretty sure you just said overturned just to disagree with me. Because that's quite obviously not true.
Overturned.
Okay. All right. So what is the what is the paramount pillar of Fourth Amendment involving law enforcement? What Supreme Court case?
I'm not going to step with you.
Okay.
I have to step that.
Nope.
I plead the
That's fine. I was just trying to help you understand, that's all.
No, you can't help me understand.
Come over here, please.
That's the first honest thing that I've heard him say yet.
You understand. Y'all still on the codes.
What code?
Y'all are.
What code? No, actually, that is a legitimate question. What code? Like criminal code? Is that what you're talking about?
It's a law.
Well, yeah. Everything I've done today has been well within the color of law.
Color of law. It's not. The color of law is not law, then you know.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's not color of law, you know it's not law.
Where's the study law?
Don't worry about all that, man.
Okay.
All that doesn't matter.
Google. That's where he started from.
No.
You ain't lying.
So, law, the contract you said.
Well, it is a contract, right?
Sure, but it's required by law to have that driver's license. And yours has been suspended. Correct. Which is a misdemeanor offense in the state of Arkansas, which is why you were taken into custody. So what I was trying to explain to you, we could have avoided all of that arguing back and forth if you would just, Yes. And then, for my departmental policy, if somebody is driving on a suspended driver's license, I have to tow their vehicle. I'm not allowed to let somebody come get it. I have to tow it. And per the United States Supreme Court case law, South Dakota versus Opperman, I can conduct an inventory search of your vehicle prior to towing it. While conducting an inventory search of your vehicle, discovered a firearm underneath your driver's seat. When we ran you an ACIC, when we checked to see if your license was valid, we saw that you were a convicted felon. And you're in possession of a firearm, which is a felony offense in the state of Arkansas. So just so you're aware of everything you're being charged with, possession of a firearm by certain persons. No, you do though. I'm a police officer.
I'm trying to figure out, like, you trying to tell me, you trying to speak legalese to me. I'm like, dude, that's not even registered because there's certain things you don't even understand.
Oh.
The officer doesn't understand. Okay.
So you're being charged with possession of a firearm by certain persons, attempt to influence a law enforcement officer, driving on a suspended license, and driving a vehicle with improper window tint. Because the front right passenger window on your vehicle tested to have 4% light level transmission. In the state of Arkansas, the windows to the left and right of the driver are required to have 25% or greater light transmission level. Also, upon checking you in ACIC, we discovered you had a failure to pay warrant at a Little Rock traffic court. So you're being charged with 1 count of failure to pay. And then you had 2 additional warrants at a Little Rock environmental court for failure to appear. Those warrants are LR21-422 and LR20-4168. So you're being charged with 2 counts of failure to appear out of Little Rock Environmental Court.
Okay.
Say it again, sir.
I had a cold down pat.
Yep. I'm expected to. It's my job. Well, tell me how I'm wrong since you're so smart. Tell me how I'm wrong. Yes, please. What did I do wrong? So I can, I mean, you studied law for 10 years, so I can do it right the next time. Let me. Okay.
Y'all let me do it right now.
Can you tell me about Terry versus Ohio? What about Pennsylvania versus Mims?
Versus who, Murdoch?
Mims.
Versus Murdoch?
Yeah, what about Illinois versus Wardlow?
No state can license.
What about Maryland versus Wilson?
Can license or attach a fee to it, can what?
That's not.
Attach a fee.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm asking. Well, you studied law for 10 years.
You'll get there one day.
No, I'm saying.
So you studied law for 10 years.
No, I'm saying. I thought you said Murdoch versus King.
I didn't. I said Pennsylvania versus Mims.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
What about Terry versus Ohio? You know that one?
Terry versus Ohio.
Yes, sir.
What does it say?
Well, I'm asking you. You studied law for 10 years. You would know that.
What does it say?
I'm asking you.
Because you're the one telling us we don't know anything. So we're just trying to see if you got anything.
Okay.
Wrong.
Yeah, what do you know?
So where'd you study law? Where'd you study law?
Oh, I know this one. It's Google. This sovereign trivial pursuit stuff is fun. But unfortunately, he's not real good at it. And his silence is deafening.
You haven't been paying your you said Murdoch?
Well, that's one thing we do disagree with is taxes.
Y'all have a business card?
A business card? No, sir.
No.
I'm not a business.
City does not give us
Got the codes on the line.
Yes, sir.
every single day.
I expect you to. It's my job.
The plate just show up on hot sheet, so that one did. They're not supposed to, but I know there's the third or second one that we stopped, and it's on there, but it's their car, so I don't know.
Say it again, sir.
Everything is on the Admiralty and Maritime. Just remember that.
Maritime?
He's a sovereign citizen. He just doesn't know
Where, like boats?
He's a sovereign citizen. He just doesn't know what's on where he want to be. One or the other.
There's such thing as a sovereign citizen.
Okay. You're more nation then?
So the reason he's saying that is because everything you were saying is consistent with what sovereign citizens say. That's all. Say it again.
That don't even make sense, man.
Nothing you have said in the past hour has made sense.
I'm trying to figure out my officer of the law trying to spit legalese at me.
I'm not spitting legalese. I'm spitting facts.
Why don't you practice? Why don't you make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year?
In all seriousness, you should. If you do have a law degree, you
You're so
should.
smart. Why not?
You really should. Go be a lawyer.
Be a lawyer?
Yeah.
You think I should be a lawyer?
Yeah. If you have a law degree, why not?
So why wouldn't you make the money off of it?
In all seriousness, like, all jokes aside, if you really do have a law degree, go be a lawyer. It's great money.
Oh, these guys are the best. Oh, they are roasting him so good. Oh, I love it.
It really is. I don't have the, I'm not cut out for law school. I probably wouldn't pass. I'm not that great at school. And I like being a police officer. I don't want to be a lawyer. Pretty good police officer, though. Yeah, I love being a police officer. It's what I've wanted to do since I was a child. You wouldn't have lawyers if you didn't have police officers. There's nothing to argue. I'd say I like being a police officer.
We don't really need police officers. We got sheriffs.
Oh.
You are a sovereign citizen. You just don't know.
You just confirmed it. You just confirmed it.
We don't really need them.
You need to write that down because you need to figure out what's up.
So what does a sheriff's deputy do that's different than what I do? They enforce criminal law. They.
Why don't we just hire more sheriffs?
What's the difference? A sheriff is elected. Okay. A mayor is elected. A mayor appoints a chief of police. Chief of police hires police officers. What is the difference between a sheriff? A sheriff is elected and appoints sheriff's deputies.
Hey, Buggy, you got any gold French flags in here?
Gold fringed flag. Oh, God. They're just pulling it all out. I love it. This guy is never going to let this down, ever.
But what I'm asking you is, what is the difference? What can a sheriff's deputy do that I can't do?
This is what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Yes, please do. Please help me.
What does cop stand for?
It's a short term for copper, and the term is derived from when police officers used to wear copper badges.
Absolutely not.
So what does COP stand for? Tell me.
Constable on patrol.
Okay,
That's a version that some people.
that's a version that some people say.
You can look in the Black's Law Dictionary. It'll tell you the same thing.
The what?
Black's Law Dictionary.
What is
The
that?
Law Dictionary. You ever read the Law Dictionary?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
I've read.
Charles,
I've
I need
read.
you to come to the realization that you are, in fact, a sovereign citizen. And just go ahead and embrace it.
No.
Because everything you've cited is
And if this
going down the list of
It's-
I'm a sovereign
Charles-
citizen.
Charles, if
The
any of
only
this-
thing you're missing is I didn't have to break the window to drag you out of the car.
and Charles, if any of this conversation is offending you, we can stop it. I'm actually quite enjoying it. So if it's bothering you, we'll stop.
Officer, please don't stop. This is too good. You guys are just giving it to him. He's speechless at this point.
Like, that's the only thing missing from sovereign citizen
Man,
bingo.
that don't bother me.
Don't call
What
it.
is a motor vehicle?
Something driven on the street by a motor, powered by a typically combustion engine. It gets you from point A to point B.
What's the auto trust account number?
I don't even know what that is,
driving
Charles.
today, Charles?
Were you driving or traveling?
It's over.
You traveling.
It's over with, man.
I'm feeling like we're getting to the traveling part
Over with,
here.
Well, everything I do is framed in the Constitution of the United
Everything
States.
you did today, bro. Constitution.
Which part of it was?
Pulling me over.
Okay, how's that unconstitutional?
You had no reason. You had no RAS. You had
Yeah,
no
it
reason articulate suspicion
Yeah.
to pull my car.
I had reasonable suspicion to believe you were driving on a suspended driver's license.
How can you not comprehend what he's saying? You were driving a car registered to you and you had a suspended license. That's all they need to stop the vehicle to see if it's you that's driving. It's that simple.
If I go to the Supreme Court, they'll say the same thing.
Actually, they're going to say, look at all these different Supreme Court cases that prove you're
The
wrong.
one they've just decided on within the last few years.
Yeah, because people not going up there. Yeah, because you have to go up there and tell them that they can overturn it. It could be overturned.
You're going to go up
It can't be overturned.
Supreme Court
They
is
can't be there too.
They can be.
Okay, right.
and tell them to overturn it because
Man,
you,
we're not
Charles
gonna
Hunt,
do- Oh God, man, why is he doing this?
So what I
Y'all
think,
had 6 months of police training and no law. Why are we talking about law?
you know what I think you're mad about? I think you're mad you got caught with a gun
you probably shouldn't have
that you're not allowed to have.
You're a felon.
Yeah.
I'm mad because my civil rights were trampled over.
Which one?
All of them.
Well, unfortunately, that's where the video ends. We didn't get to hear what civil rights that he really thinks were trampled on. Anyway, this was awesome. I loved this. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. I love you. Bye.